everybody, it's Randall Herrera, and today I'm going to share with you my thoughts and experiences with the SmallHD501. Alright, so first of all, there are some different kits available for this particular field monitor. There are some that will go over $1,000 that'll bring cables and connectors and all kinds of different accessories that you're going to need for this. Now I just got the basic kit, so what this means is basically this is the box it came in, and basically it's a nice little box, and what it means is that it's just the monitor was in there, nothing else at all with it, maybe the warranty card, that kind of thing, but no wires included, nothing at all. It's just a monitor, so just be aware of that. That you are going to need to get something, otherwise you're going to get it home and you're not going to be able to use it right away. So just be aware of that. Alright, so I'm just going to give you an idea. Like I said, when you buy the basic option like this, it just comes with the monitor, doesn't come with anything. So while I was at Adorama, I pieced together something just so I can get it started. And I already had batteries, so that wasn't an issue for me. I did buy this coiled kind of HDMI to mini HDMI wire. I don't remember how much that was. It wasn't, I don't know, $20, something like that. I don't remember exactly. This little swivel head that I bought, I guess that's what you would call like a little, connects to a hot shoe. It's from Adorama. It's a Flashpoint name brand. I believe it was about 10 bucks. You know, if you're on a super tight budget, and you just want to get it started to be able to put it on the camera like this, this is an A7S II. So it's great when you're doing video of yourself. You can actually see yourself, and I've tried using the phone option, but that doesn't always work very well for me. In any case, I'll provide a link for this in case you want to get something cheap like that. It works, gets the job done considering how much it costs. It's definitely not perfect. It knocks out of place a lot, and you're just constantly having to readjust things. Unless you have it like on a tripod and it's set and you're not touching it, then it works per 100%. But I'm usually using it on a gimbal, on an H2 Pilot Fly, and sometimes just for moving it around, or it gets easily knocked out of place. So for myself, I'm definitely going to come up with something a little bit better than this. And that's, like I said, for batteries, I already had LPE6 batteries, which is what it uses. They are hot swappable, so you can have one and put the other one in. Well, it can be powered off of only one. So if you've got two batteries and they're running out, you can take one out, put a new one on, and it'll continue to run without having to shut it down and that kind of thing. As far as the battery life it's not great. Two LPE6 batteries, and they run through them pretty quickly. I'm not sure, but maybe like 30 minutes, 45 minutes at most. If you're doing like straight shooting, I'm usually constantly doing the turning it on and off kind of thing. I have right now Wasabi batteries, one Canon battery, which will last longer from what I'm told, or from the reviews I've read. It will last longer, but it is $60 for one battery, whereas you can get 4 for that same price, 4 Wasabi or 4 Watson, or there are some reputable third-party batteries out there that you can use and that will last probably 75% of what a Canon battery would last. I think it just mathematically just works out to get the third-party batteries. Now there is another option for power, especially if you're going to be maybe like in a indoors where you have easy access to power. There is a dummy LPE6 battery that can go here, and that you can then power into the wall. That's pretty good in kind of something like this, if somebody's behind the camera, and I'm doing this project here by myself, but if somebody were behind the camera and you're indoors, you're doing an interviews type thing, that'll definitely, I don't have that, but it is definitely an option that I will be looking into, as it definitely could come in handy, as opposed to having 20 of these just to do if you're doing like a day-long shoot or something like that. They also have different options to plug into same kind of concept where it's a dummy battery, and it just plugs into a bigger battery source. So that's definitely something to look into if you're if you want something a little bit more portable, if you're gonna be shooting outside and that kind of thing. But it's good that the option is there. Okay, as far as build quality of this monitor, I really like how it feels in the hand. At about 7.5 ounces, it's pretty light. That's without the batteries, of course. Batteries do add quite a bit of weight to it, but even still, I when I've used it on the A7S II, just off of just in hand, it's not a lot more heavy. It's not really that much heavier where it slows me down. So I can't really even with the batteries, I can't complain about the weight. But anyways, the build quality, it feels very good. It has a nice rubberized kind of texture to it, which I like, just because things like little dings and scratches don't show as much, which I like. My equipment to look nice, so that definitely helps. Anyways, inside is aluminum frame. Again, it just feels very high quality. The buttons, everything about it just feels very nice. It has 3 threaded holes, one on the side, one on the back, and one underneath, so you can mount it however you choose. It does have an HDMI in and HDMI out, and there is a headphone jack underneath, and there's a little slot here for an SD card for firmware updates. And so, of course, this monitor comes with a lot of features that I was looking for, such as focus peaking and zebras and that kind of thing. And just being bigger, that definitely helps in seeing what you're filming. And but it definitely had some other features that, while I was aware that it had it, I just didn't know much about them, didn't know how to use them. So in the moments it wasn't a thing for me, but now that I've been learning about them and trying different ways to improve my video, they've become like a big deal for me now. Things such as waveforms and all the different focus assist tools that you can use and apply to your to the screen. So this has definitely become for me a very important tool when doing video, when trying to get a little bit more serious about my video. All right, so my final thoughts on this monitor. I definitely think it's worth the money. It's been very helpful to me. This is one of those items that if I lost tomorrow, that I would need to replace it. In my mind, I would need to replace it right away. It's become very helpful tool. And if I had to say one negative about it, just because I have to, I would say the little knob, like I mentioned before. Sometimes I feel like it's a little finicky. But other than that, I give it a 9.9 out of 10 for something in its price range. It's 5-inch, it's smaller one. There's a 7-inch out there. 7-inch would have been nicer just because it's bigger. You can kind of check your things a little bit better. But I think for 7 inches, I'm going to go with when I do get a 7-inch monitor, it will be for an external recorder, like one of the Atomos external recorders. But for something just quick and portable like this is definitely the way to go. It's good quality. It feels like if you dropped it, not that I'm saying you should throw it around, but if you did drop it, like it would survive. It wouldn't just shatter. I'm really hoping I'm right about that. I haven't dropped it yet, and I'm usually good about not dropping my equipment. But it just has definitely a more rugged feel. If anything, I wish they made some mention of some sort of weather sealing, but maybe I'm being a little too picky there. But anyways, yeah, great item, great monitor. Definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching, and if you guys liked the video, please hit the like button, and that's about it for now, and I'll catch you guys next time.